want to thank you all for being here for this exciting opening of our new cafe, which I will share the title with you in just a moment. We've been waiting for this day for a long time, and now we're up and running. Today, you can actually order lunch here, and starting tomorrow, they'll be open for breakfast through, I think, at least 5 o'clock, and then we'll be looking at whether we want to extend hours depending upon the need. And this is very much a work in progress, so I know we're going to be experimenting with different menu items and developing more menu items, so we welcome your feedback. But most fundamentally, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's been a part of this. Shortly, as soon as I finish, we're going to invite Provost Friedman to say a few words, and then Aaron Renone on behalf of the Flick staff. I do want to take this opportunity to thank a few people. I want to thank Maureen Margolin, who has provided leadership for this new facility that's, of course, part of what we do and what we're adding campus-wide in the way of food service, conference services, etc. And I know that Lori and her team actually oversaw a survey and a contest to name this. And so I'm going to thank her and her staff. Aaron, of course, and the entire Flick staff, we thank for making all of this happen. And thanks to all of you. I hope some of you will stay and use the new S.T.E.M Cafe today and then make this a staple. And this is going to be a little different. Aaron will be explaining it, but you'll be able to have major convenience. You can order online. You don't have to wait in line, etc. But I'll let him talk about that. So Lori has asked me to share the winning proposal for the name of the cafe, which will soon be here prominently displayed. And it's, I think, a bit of a takeoff on a couple of suggestions. We do have formally one winner, two winners. Are they here? Well, you don't have to say yeah. Not here, but they're going to be pleased to hear that what has been decided is that you are now looking at the Bytes and Bytes Bistro. Bytes and Bytes Bistro. Bytes with a Y, fitting into our whole STEM theme, and so we thank those who participated in the naming contest. So without further ado, let me turn it over to Dr. Friedman. I know that he's been a long-time advocate for expanded food service on campus. We will be opening a new food service facility in the Student Center that's now under construction. We hope that will be open in January. But Eric, if you would say a few remarks, and then we'll turn it over to Aaron Renone.
Thank you, President Weber. How about this team that is ready to serve students, staff, faculty, community members? Round of applause for the team. It's been really nice collaborating with so many people on this project, especially Flick Services, Mass Construction, the facilities team, the finance team. There is a place to hang out and eat. Part of the original vision was that students, if they're in the building and they're taking computer classes and their science classes, that they'd be able to stay all day and they wouldn't have to leave, go out into the square, lose a lot of time, and maybe not come back for their evening class or something like that. Not that that would ever happen. So it's great to have a place where students can eat, hang out, socialize, do their work, and charge their computers on the side. I love seeing that. And I'm glad to see that the vision has come to fruition. The menu is more expanded than I thought, having once worked extensively in food service. More extensive than I thought that could be handled out of this kitchen area and storage area, but it is a feat of the team's culinary prowess that they're able to do this, to have a toss bar for salad, pizza, wings. I'm not sure yet how they're doing the wings, but this is exciting to see.
In a few minutes, you'll find out. Don't worry.
Yeah. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Veronica Gerasimo. I know she's over in orientation. She was really, really proactive from the beginning in making sure that Aaron was working with a group of students to talk about the menu items, decide on menu offerings, talk about how early the cafe should open during the day. So thank you, Veronica. If you can hear me over there, this is really terrific. I'm just really glad to see that we are open and ready for business for the school year. It's really exciting. I can see that the team is ready to rock and roll. So I'm looking forward to my first chicken wings. Thank you.
I don't know how comfortable I am behind a podium. Hold on. Oh, I was going to do this. Hey, everybody. My name is Aaron. For those of you who haven't met me, and I think almost everyone here is a familiar face at this point, I'm the general manager for the Culinary Conference Center. I have the privilege of also running the Liberty Cafe and now the Bits and Bytes Bistro, and then soon to be the Student Center. One of the things that we did in the planning process is we took all of the feedback that we got from the Liberty Cafe, the things that everyone liked, the things that everyone struggled with, the things that we wish we could do, and we tried to implement them as efficiently and as effectively as possible throughout the planning stages here, and we will continue to do that through the new center. One of the things that we wanted to do, and President Reber alluded to this, was to create a process for students to get fed in a healthier version than what you're seeing out in Journal Square right now, at a better price point than what you're seeing out in Journal Square right now, and in a time frame that is much more efficient and conducive for them to get from class to class without having to sacrifice something. So one of the things that we look to do is we set up, it's called Quick Charge. The staff is all here to help everyone get set up, and you should all do it as well. What it will allow everyone to do is set up an account online to order their food. You can pre-order your food, so at 8 in the morning you can map out when you want to eat lunch, put your order in for pickup at whatever time you need to pick it up. That order will be here, fresh, ready to go. We'll start to build it, I think it's about 10 minutes out from when you request it. So if you know your class ends at 12:15, you can say, I want to pick up my food at 12:20. You can be here, it's going to be in a brown bag, ready to go, already paid for, and you're off to your next class.
You don't want them doing that while they're still in class.
Not while they're still in class. They should do it at a reasonable time on their way in. One of the other options that it gives them, too, is setting up an account where it can be funded. So for those students who are being assisted, whether it's through financial aid or through their parents, they'll be able to set that account up, fund the account. They can actually use that account to pay in person as well as ordering online. And we think that that feature is going to really benefit the student body. In addition to the faculty, I think as we go through this, a lot of the menu items and a lot of the process was for a lot of the staff members that we talk to on a daily basis who are doing the same thing that I'm doing. It's 1 o'clock, they go, oh my God, I haven't eaten yet, and then they're just trying to get something as quickly as possible to get back to their desk. We wanted to set something up where everyone on campus, whether it was student, faculty, administration, had an ability to do that quickly, effectively, and at a much healthier item. So, any questions? There's no way I covered everything. The menu is going to be a variety of items. We are going to have salad bowls, so you'll be able to go build your own salad. We'll have a variety of cheesesteaks. We are going to put an Impossible Burger on the menu for those of you who aren't familiar with it or have sort of seen them kind of throughout the news. It is a new wave of product. It is a completely plant-based hamburger. It has the same taste profile, texture profile as a regular hamburger, none of the cholesterol, very little fat. It is much healthier for you. In addition to all of the college favorites, the tender tots, the wings, the chicken tenders, we think it's going to be a lot of fun here. And as we go through and as we get more requests for other menu items, we'll be able to add things on and make sure that this stays as up-to-date as possible and as efficient as it can be for the student body. So, thank you, everybody.
All right.
So now I think it's time for the actual ribbon cutting. If we can bring that up here. And then afterwards, I hope you'll stay. We'll have a few samples available, and feel free to place an order as well.
Can you stand behind that right there? Sure. Right in there. That's good. Very close. Okay. A couple of shots like this. 2 more. That's really good. So we will do a 1, 2, 3 and cut. How about that? Pizza. 1, 2, 3, cut.